जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा नयन नाथ जी की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचिशील भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचिशील भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचिशील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिल गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जी की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम मास की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम व्रता की जय। जय व्रत पालन करे भक्त वृंद की जय। जय अनंत गति वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्रीयुता पादकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. We are observing Purushottam Vrata, the holiest month. Purushottam is going on. There are some special practices to be observed during this month. One of them is to hear Srimad Bhagavatam daily, this topic about Brahma's prayers. Yesterday we heard a person with a poor fount of knowledge may think that because you are the son of Maharaj Nanda, you are not the original person, that you are born just like a human being. They are mistaken. You are the actual original person. That is my conclusion. In spite of your being the son of Nanda, you are the original person, and there is no doubt about it. You are the absolute truth, and you are not of this material darkness. This we heard yesterday. East side does not produce sun, but sun graces east side to appear. Like that, Supreme Lord graces Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda to appear from them. But that does not mean that they produce him or that before he was not existing. And of course, Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, they are also eternal, personal associates. But they are doing this lila like son and parents. You are the source of the original Brahma Jyoti as well as the material luminaries. Your transcendental effulgence is identical with Brahma Jyoti. That is the meaning of Brahma Jyoti, means Jyoti, light of Supreme, coming from Supreme. That is from Krishna's transcendental form, that light is coming. Effulgence, shine. As it is described in the Brahma Samhita, the Brahma Jyoti is nothing but your personal bodily effulgence. And because Krishna is unlimited, that light also is unlimited. There are many Vishnu incarnations and incarnations of your different qualities, but all those incarnations are not on the same level. You are the original lamp. Other incarnations may possess the same candle power as the original lamp, but the original lamp is the beginning of all light. Here again we have to understand that it is not that these avatars before they were not existing at some point in time and only Krishna was existing, then he lit. No, that is not the case. But by Krishna's will, he expands himself into so many different forms for different pastimes, and according to rasa, there is difference. How many qualities they are exhibiting, those other avatars, and how many these rasas are possible with him. That is the only difference. But they are same person and they are all eternal. Only Lila is different. And even this is, like according to Rasa, is according to neutral standpoint. You will find in Brihad Bhagavatamrita that this distinction of Rasa. Then the question is, so some devotees, they feel more and some less? No. Every devotee feels the best in his own rasa with Supreme Lord. He does not desire any else, and there is also no lack in him that he would want something more or some. No, they're all fully satisfied. From subjective standpoint, there is no difference. Everyone thinking that is the best. And then also there is a question that why Supreme Lord does not give the highest bliss to everyone. Then there it is written, because the jivas, they get according to their sadhana, according to their approach, and that sadhana comes from sadhu sangha, and sadhu sangha is given by Krishna. So the point is that because of variety of lila, Krishna gives different tastes to different devotees. Otherwise there could not be such variety of lila. But no one is feeling any lack or anything. All are fully happy. So here original lamp means, because Krishna, son of Nanda Maharaj, all rasas are possible with him. And because you are not one of the creations of this material world, even after the annihilation of this world, your existence as you are, will continue. Krishna says in Bhagavatam to Brahma, before creation I existed. During creation I am existing, and after creation also I will exist. He is same, because he is eternal. This material creation is only his one pastime, his transformation of his material energy, and jivas are there, and this is going on. But Krishna in his eternal form and his lila, that is unchanged all the time. Unchanged in relation to this creation, but that does not mean that he is static. There are lilas going on, unlimited lilas, transcendental lilas, pastimes. So Krishna does not die and ceases to exist. Like Mayavadis, they also said, that was before that avatar, Krishna. Now I am avatar. So you worship me. That was in past. So that is wrong conception. God is always God. You cannot forget that you are God, and also you cannot become God by remembrance. That is wrong, Mayavad. Because you are the original person, you are therefore described in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad, as well as in the Brahma Samhita, as Govindam Adi Purusham. Govinda is the original person, the cause of all causes. Many devotees, they are chanting this Brahma Samhita daily during Purushottam month. In the Bhagavad Gita also it is stated that you are the source of the Brahman effulgence. No one should conclude that your body is like an ordinary material body. Your body is akshara, or indestructible. The material body is always full of threefold miseries, but your body is Satchit Ananda Vigraha, full of being or existence, eternal, bliss, knowledge, and eternality. You are also Niranjana, because your pastimes as a little son of Mother Yashoda or the Lord of the Gopis are never contaminated by the material qualities. That you will find in Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Gopis, they met Durvasa Rishi, or no, they were with Krishna, or I forgot how it was, who was before. Means they had to cross the Jamuna. I think Krishna sent them to Durvasa Rishi. Yes, there is Durvasa Rishi. He's a great saint. You should serve him. Then the gopis asked how we will cross the Jamuna. Then Krishna told, you have to say there at Jamuna that Krishna is always brahmachari. Then they were thinking how Krishna is brahmachari. He was with us just now. So, but they believed so, Jamuna opened the way. Then they went to Durvasa Rishi and they fed him. Then he told them, now you go back to Krishna. Then they said, how we will cross Jamuna? Then Durvasa said, you say to Jamuna that Durvasa never eats. Then gopis were thinking, how? Just now we gave so much food. He ate so much food. He never eats. Then the Jamuna gave way. So there is explanation. Krishna is transcendental. He is never, here it is written, contaminated by the material qualities. That is not any mundane lust or any this mundane relation. No. That is transcendental and that is loving relation. There is no selfishness. That is lila. And Durvasa Rishi also, he's on that platform. Even if he eats, he is not contaminated by material qualities. He's thinking this is everything is Brahma, means Prasad of Supreme Lord, and some other explanations there. So they are always beyond material contamination. Little son of Mother Yashoda, Lord of the Gopis, Gopinath, they are beyond. And although you exhibited yourself in so many cowherd boys, calves, and cows, your transcendental potency is not reduced. You are always complete, Purna. As it is described in the Vedic literature, even if this yesterday I told this, Purnam Udachyate Purnamadaya, that verse. Om Purnamidam, that verse. As it is described in the Vedic literature, even if the complete is taken away from the complete, supreme absolute truth, it yet remains the complete supreme absolute truth. And although many expansions from the complete are visible, the complete is one without a second. They're coming out and complete remains complete. And when they're out, that is complete. And when they enter, that is complete, that Baladev Vidyabhushan told. If there would be Saguna and Nirguna Brahman difference, then this could not happen. They would not be complete, but they are mentioned as complete Purna. So you cannot give that. That is mental speculation actually. It is Shankaracharya's invention, that kind of interpretation. Saguna Brahman, Nirguna Brahman. That is not according to Shastra at all. That is his invention. For the sake of deluding the demons. But if you read the commentaries of Vaishnava Acharyas, then very clearly you can see that that is not in the Vedas and it is illogical also, irrational and full of mistakes. It is not consistent. Since all your pastimes are spiritual, there is no possibility of their being contaminated by the material modes of nature. These Mayavadis, they think this is Saguna Brahman like doing activities, but that is all material. No, that is not. Brahma is saying that your lila is not material. It may appear in this material world, but it is not material. It is transcendental spiritual. So there is no material modes there. When you place yourself subordinate to your father and mother, Nanda and Jashoda, you are not reduced in your potency. This is an expression of your loving attitude for your devotees. There is no other competitor of second identity than yourself. A person with a poor fund of knowledge concludes that your pastimes and appearance are simply material designations. That is wrong. There is no other competitor. You will find Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining in Christianity there is God and there is Satan, devil. So there is fear whether Satan can defeat God. But in reality, it is not possible because everything is but God. Everything is God. That is his potency, so that is under his control. Everything is under his control. There is no fear that someone can defeat God or do any harm to him. No. That is his pastime. And in one sense that Satan is like a Maya, because Maya attracts us to separate enjoyment, so that is like Satan, devil. But there is no fear that Maya can conquer God. That is not possible. There is no other competitor of second identity than yourself. A person with a poor fund of knowledge concludes that your pastimes and appearance are simply material designations. That is wrong. That is Mayavadis, they say like that. You are transcendental to both nescience and knowledge, this worldly vidya, as it is confirmed in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad. You are the original Amrita, nectar of immortality, indestructible. As it is confirmed in the Vedas, Amritam Shashvatam Brahma. Brahma means with short A, Brahmo or Brahman is the eternal, the supreme origin of everything, who has no birth or death. Amritam means no death, Shashvatam, eternal Brahma is Brahma. In the Upanishads, it is stated that the Supreme Brahman is as effulgent as the sun and is the origin of everything, and anyone who can understand that original person becomes liberated from the material conditional life. Anyone who can simply be attached to you by devotional service can know your actual position. Your birth, appearance, disappearance and activities. As confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, simply by understanding your constitutional position, appearance and disappearance, one can be immediately elevated to the spiritual kingdom after quitting this present. There are photos now here, paintings. That is Janma Karma Chame Dibyam, Yo Veti Tattvaha. That verse, one who knows about my birth and activities in truth, means realized, then naturally he will worship Krishna, then he will be liberated. So we cannot realize this without devotion. Brahma is telling. Without surrendering and without getting the grace of Krishna, you cannot realize. So one can be immediately elevated to the spiritual kingdom after quitting this present body. Therefore, to cross over the ocean of material nescience, an intelligent person takes shelter of your lotus feet and is easily transferred to the spiritual world. There are many so-called meditators who do not know that you are the Supreme Soul. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, you are the Supreme Soul present in everyone's heart. Therefore, there is no necessity of one's meditating on something beyond you. One who is always absorbed in meditation on your original form of Krishna easily crosses over the ocean of material nescience. But persons who do not know that you are the Supreme Soul remain within this material world in spite of their so-called meditation. Mayavadis, they think there is Atma. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo Atma means self, Atma, that is Nirguna, light and no form, no nothing. That is Nirguna Brahman, that is the origin. So that we have to meditate, to be liberated. They think Krishna, Ram, they are Saguna Brahman. That is okay, beginning stage for meditation if you meditate to get some concentration because you are not able to impersonal. So that is okay for the time being, but that is not enough to be liberated. You have to then come to the qualification to meditate on impersonal Brahma. So here Brahma is saying that is foolishness, that is not true. Their so-called meditation can never liberate them. They think there is something beyond you, but there is nothing beyond you. One Mayavadi came to Slovenia and he told me, I can worship anyone, Kali, Krishna, Ram, anyone. When I come to any temple, any program, I can, worship so that I can get prasad. I will be like them. I am so that I can get prasad. But in reality, I am not worshipper of Krishna, of Ram, I am worshipper of Supreme. Then that is of course not correct. They think like that, but that is their illusion. There is nothing superior to Krishna. Krishna says in Gita, Matah Parataram Nanyat. Nothing is superior to me. So Baladevi Debushan Bishan Thakur, all they are asking, who is speaking here? Brahma Jyoti or Saguna Brahman or what? Who is speaking here? He's clearly telling I am supreme of all. So then they give some wrong interpretation, but it is not correct. So such Mayavadis, they think that they are not meditating on Krishna. They think something is beyond him. But Brahma says that is foolishness. There is nothing beyond. You are Supreme Soul. You are Supreme Reality. If one will meditate on you, taking shelter of you, then he can be liberated. Otherwise not. Those Mayavadis, they cannot be liberated because they are committing offense to Supreme Lord. There is no necessity of one's meditating on something beyond you because there is nothing beyond. That is their meditation on Brahman as beyond Krishna. That is illusory. That is imaginative. It's not correct. One who is always absorbed in meditation on your original form of Krishna easily crosses over the ocean of material nescience. But persons who do not know that you are the Supreme Soul remain within this material world in spite of their so-called meditation. That is so-called meditation. If by the association of your devotees a person comes to the knowledge that Lord Krishna is the original Super Soul, Supreme Reality, then it is possible for him to cross over the ocean of material ignorance. That Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurva. Such soul, great soul, is very rare, who after many births of pursuing Gyan, knowledge, ultimately by the grace of pure devotee understands that Krishna is everything, supreme. Then he can become liberated by surrendering to Krishna. And of course, we are not speaking about merging into Krishna liberation or impersonal liberation, not that kind of liberation, but liberation of realizing your natural constitutional position as eternal servant of Krishna. That is actual liberation and permanent. That is natural, pure state. But impersonal liberation, merging into Jyoti or Paramatma, then you will fall down also from there, because that is not your constitutional position. Either you will fall down or you will advance. Like many yogis, they advanced from their realization to Krishna worship. Many Gyanis also, like Shukadev Goswami, 4 Kumaras, they advanced from there. For instance, a person becomes transcendental to the mistake of thinking a rope is a snake as soon as one understands that the rope is not a snake. He is liberated from fear. When you see that is rope, then there is no more fear, because you realize that is not a snake. Same for one who understands you. Therefore, through your personal teachings as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, or through your pure devotees as stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam and all the Vedic literatures, that you are the ultimate goal of understanding, he need no more fear this material existence. Aham, what is that verse in Gita says? Ahameva Vedyo, Sarvavedascha Ahameva Vedyo. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Krishna saying, I am the compiler of the Vedas, and I know the meaning, and I am to be known. I am the central point of topic of Vedas. So one who knows Krishna, either from Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Puranas, that he is supreme, then he will be liberated. Then there is no more fear of material existence. You are beyond. You realize your eternal self, your real self, that is eternal, and you are related to Krishna eternally. And you have some service, some duty that is in Vaikuntha, but in Vrindavan you have some loving engagement, some service, loving service you have. So-called liberation and bondage has no meaning for a person who is already engaged in your devotional service, just as a person who knows that the rope is not a snake is unafraid. Because devotee is already liberated, so there is no question of bondage or liberation from him. A devotee knows that this material world belongs to you and he therefore engages everything in your transcendental loving service. Thus there is no bondage for him, though he is staying in this world, but he is not trying to enjoy or renounce. Like, this is mine, I will get happiness, exploiting. And Mayavadis, they will say this world is false, illusion, then they want to detach. But that is not proper vision. Proper vision is everything belongs to Krishna, everything should be used. So devotees, they can peacefully live in this world, peacefully and happily, without any fear, without any problem, because they see everything is Krishna and everything is for him. And they are engaged fully in his service. Thus, there is no bondage for him. Bondage is not the location. Bondage is your vision. Like in one bench, in one park, two persons sitting, same location, same country, same city, same location. But one is in Maya, another is not. Because depends on the vision, not on the location. So devotees, they never pray, I want to be liberated, I want to go Goloka, or all this, no. Like for the sake of enjoyment, or here is too much trouble, I want to go there, and thinking I will get better enjoyment there. No, they're never thinking. They're thinking, wherever I am, Janmani Janmanishware, Bhavatat Bhaktir Hoitu Kute. Wherever I am, in whichever species, anything, only I want your service, nothing else. That is pure devotion, and such pure devotees, they are actually liberated. And wherever they are staying, they have no suffering. They have absolute bliss. As Brahma later will say, I have no right to be in Vrindavan, because I am not serving there. I came to disturb, so I have no right. So like that, we cannot go to Goloka. Here is too much problem. I want to go to Goloka, but with enjoying spirit. That is not possible. Goloka means everyone is serving Krishna in different delightful relations, but he is in the center, not you. Everyone serving him. When you have no any other desire, only pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees, then you can enter there. Otherwise not. For a person who is already situated in the sun planet, there is no question of the appearance or disappearance of the sun in the name of day or night. It is also said that you, Krishna, are just like the sun, and Maya is like darkness. When the sun is present, there is no question of darkness. So, for those who are always in your presence, there is no question of bondage or liberation. They are already liberated. On the other hand, persons who falsely think themselves to be liberated without taking shelter of your lotus feet fall down because their intelligence is not pure. This is in another one chapter. Brahma is telling Vimukta Maninas. They think they are liberated, but without taking shelter of Krishna. That is impersonal liberation. They think they are liberated, but they are not. They fall down from there because of their offense to Krishna. But those who are devotees, Brahma further says in that verse, they can remain in this world and they have no any obstacles. They step on the head of those who put obstacles. They are always in the service of Krishna. Krishna always protects them. They never fall down. So to think I am supreme, I am liberated, I am not this matter, I am supreme, that is impure intelligence. Pure intelligence is I am eternal servant of Krishna. My duty is to serve him. If one therefore thinks that the super soul is something different, means supreme reality or supreme entity, that the super soul is something different from your personality, and thus searches out the super soul somewhere else, in the forest or in the caves of the Himalayas, his condition is very lamentable. They're thinking impersonal, Brahman. So that is not correct. That is, condition is very lamentable. Your teachings in the Bhagavad Gita are that one should give up all other processes of self-realization and simply surrender unto you, for that is complete. Sarva dharman parityaja. Mam ekam sharanam braja. Aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshayishimi mashucha. Krishna is saying, you give up everything, only you surrender to me, and you don't worry that you will do something wrong. No. I am rescuing from all sins, means all wrong activities. You don't fear. Brahma is saying, because you are supreme in everything, those who are searching after the Brahman effulgence are also searching after you. And those who are searching after super soul, Paramatma realization, are also searching after you, because that is Krishna's Jyoti, light, and Krishna's one partial manifestation for controlling this material creation. So Jnanis, they can realize Brahma Jyoti. Yogis, they can realize Paramatma. That is also non-dual truth, but it is not complete realization. Complete realization is only Bhagavan. That is true Bhakti Yoga. You have stated in the Bhagavad Gita that you yourself, by your partial representation as the Super Soul, have entered into this material cosmic manifestation. You are present in everyone's heart, and there is no need to search out the Super Soul anywhere else. If someone does so, he is simply in ignorance. One who is transcendental to such a position understands that you are unlimited. You are both within and without. Your presence is everywhere. Instead of searching for the Super Soul anywhere else, a devotee only concentrates his mind on you within. Within means with transcendental senses. Devotee also sees Krishna as deity. That is Krishna there. But he's seeing that is really Krishna by his transcendental eyes. That is the meaning of within. One is within, you can meditate, and also you can see out, but with transcendental senses. As I told some days back, those in Tapoloka, they are meditating on Krishna only within themselves, by dhyan, by meditation. But Vishnu Parshadas, they told to Gopakumar that Sankirtan is higher process than dhyan, because it can be done in all circumstances, all qualifications, and also because you can do it alone, you can do it together with others, and because there will be no disturbance in outside darshan also. You can see Krishna outside also. You can see within, you can see outside in Krishna Lila, also in deity form like this. But in dhyan, only inside is possible. Like Dhruva saw only inside. But then Supreme Lord took away that realization and he showed himself in front of him. So then he was singing the glories. So Sankirtan in all respects, that is superior. Actually, one who is liberated from the material concept of life can search for you, others cannot. The simile of thinking the rope to be a snake is applicable only to those who are still in ignorance of you. Actually, the existence of a snake besides the rope is only within the mind. The existence of Maya, similarly, is only within the mind. Maya is nothing but ignorance of your personality. When one forgets your personality, that is the conditional state of Maya. Therefore, one who is fixed upon you, both internally and externally, is not illusioned. He sees Krishna everywhere. Krishna and his potency, and all are to be engaged in his service. I am of Krishna, everything exists of Krishna, belongs to him, should be used. So one who is fixed on Krishna, internally, externally, is not illusioned. And such a soul who is not illusioned, he can awake others from illusion or from dream. Otherwise not. If he himself is under illusion, then how he can? But there is also one interim stage in between, like some sincere souls, they by Sukriti got sadhu sangha, and they have faith in Krishna, and they accepted the process. They are doing sadhana. So by that sadhana, they're getting some higher taste, and also illusion is gradually removed from them. It is in the process of removing. They can understand something. They can also help others, or they should also help others. That will be also beneficial for them and for others, because our Srila Bhakti Rakshidhara Goswami Maharaj explained like that. I may not be doctor to know fully the anatomy and different medicine, how it works, all this, and how to diagnose. I may not be. But I myself went to doctor and I got medicine, and I'm taking that medicine and I'm feeling some good effects. So though I'm not cured and I'm not doctor, but some realization also I have. So that you can also share with others. You can tell, I'm taking this medicine, it is very good, you also take this medicine. So in this way we can also preach, though we are not yet fully liberated souls, but we can preach, we can encourage others to study devotional scriptures, hear Harikatha, meet sadhus, chant Krishna's name, take prasad, all this. Chant Krishna's name if they have faith. First you have to little Harikatha, the faith, then you can tell. In this way you can also help. And then when they will meet one Sadguru, then he will directly engage them in the service. Means doctor, they have to meet their doctor. One who has attained a little devotional service can understand your glories. Little devotional service. Once Gurudev told me, when we were some Slovenian devotees in Kolkata and taking his darshan, and he was speaking some Harikatha, then Gurudev told, I am happy that there are some awakened souls in Slovenia also. Then I smiled and said, Gurudev, only when you come there to Slovenia, then there are awakened souls. Then Gurudev said, no, there is degree of sleeping, degree of awakening, there is degree in everything. So you have heard something you have heard. So that is what I meant. So some awakening, that is like there is faith, there is practice, like this some. even one striving for Brahman realization or Paramatma realization cannot understand the different features of your personality unless he treads the devotional path. By jnana and yoga you cannot get revelation of Bhagavan. But if someone does bhakti and he realizes Bhagavan, automatically he also realizes Paramatma and Brahman. One may be the spiritual master of many impersonalists, or he may go to the forest or to a cave or mountain and meditate as a hermit for many, many years. But he cannot understand your glories without being favored by a slight degree of devotional service. Brahman realization or Paramatma realization are also not possible even after one searches for many, many years, unless one is touched by the wonderful effect of devotional service. Some devotion must be there, faith in Shastra, and that something is there. My dear Lord, I pray that I may be so fortunate that in this life or in another life, wherever I may take my birth, I may be counted as one of your devotees. Wherever I may be, I pray that I may be engaged in your devotional service. I do not even care what form of life I get in the future, because I can see that even in the form of cows and calves or cowherd boys, the devotees are so fortunate to be always engaged in your transcendental loving service and association. That is pure devotion, praying only for service, for devotion, no any other thing, not liberation, dead birth, this, no, nothing. Even Goloka, I want Goloka. That is all for selfish purpose, we are saying. Those who want to serve, they can go. But first you have to have this pure devotion. Only you have to desire devotion, service. Here Brahma is telling. This life, next life, or any birth doesn't matter. Only I want your service. That is proper, pure devotion. Therefore, I wish to be one of them instead of such an exalted position as I am now, for I am full of ignorance. The gopis and cows of Vrindavan are so fortunate that they have been able to supply their breast milk to you. Persons who are engaged in performing great sacrifices and offering many valuable goats in the sacrifice cannot attain the perfection of understanding you. But simply by devotional service, this innocent village woman and cows are all able to satisfy you with their milk. That is, Brahma only wants devotion, like they have devotion. You have drunk their milk to satisfaction, yet you are never satisfied by those engaged in performing sacrifices. I am simply surprised, therefore, with the fortunate position of Maharaj Nanda, Mother Yashoda, and the cowherd men and gopis, because you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, are existing here as their most intimate, lovable object. My dear Lord, no one can actually appreciate the good fortune of these residents of Vrindavan. We are all demigods, controlling deities of the various senses of the living entities, and we are proud of enjoying such privileges, but actually there is no comparison between our position and the position of these fortunate residents of Vrindavan, because they are actually relishing your presence and enjoying association by dint of their activities. So he's telling, I may have very big high birth, but I'm not having devotion. Because of their devotion, they're so high position. There is no comparison. We may be proud of being controllers of the senses, but here the residents of Vrindavan are so transcendental that they are not under our control. Actually, they are enjoying the senses through service to you. That is real enjoyment. Swami Maharaj told, yes, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he told, yes, life is about enjoyment, but you don't know how to enjoy. That is the problem. You think enjoyment is this sense gratification or staying in samadhi, dreamless sleep. That is not enjoyment. Enjoyment is enjoying the senses through service to you. When one serves Krishna, that is our constitutional position, then there is absolute bliss. Like hand is getting nourishment and happiness when gives food to the stomach, because stomach will distribute, the hand is benefited. Like that, when we serve Krishna, we are actually benefited. So that is real enjoyment, real happiness, and that is pure, no bad reaction. Sarvatma Snapanam. I shall therefore consider myself fortunate to be given a chance to take birth in this land of Vrindavan in any of my future lives. My dear Lord, I am therefore not interested in either material opulences or liberation. I am most humbly praying at your lotus feet for you to please give me any sort of birth within this Vrindavan forest, so that I may be able to be favored by the dust of the feet of some of the devotees of Vrindavan, so that I can get devotion. Even if I am given the chance to grow just as a humble grass in this land, that will be a glorious birth for me. But if I am not so fortunate to take birth within the forest of Vrindavan, I beg to be allowed to take birth outside the immediate area of Vrindavan, so that when the devotees go out, they will walk over me. Even that would be a great fortune for me. I am just aspiring for a birth in which I will be smeared by the dust of the devotees' feet. We are singing that song. Shuddha Bhakata Charanarenu Bhajanayanu Kula. If you get the dust from the lotus feet of pure devotees, then that will awaken devotion in you. Prahlad Maharaj also told. Hiranyakashipu asked him, where you got this devotion? These teachers, they did not teach you. The emperor said, yes, I did not get from myself, also I did not get from this teacher, or by combined effort, or from anyone. Whole world combined, no. Unless one takes the dust from the lotus feet of Nishkinchan, pure devotee, he cannot get mind to Krishna, cannot devote his mind to Krishna. So we need grace of devotee. That is why Brahma here is praying for this dust from the lotus feet of devotees. Now he understands the value of devotion and the value of devotee and the value of dust from their feet. I can see that everyone here is simply full of Krishna consciousness. They do not know anything but Mukunda. All the Vedas are indeed searching after the lotus feet of Krishna. So, tomorrow I am going to Vienna on the program of Srila Bhakti Vibhut Bodhayan Gosai Maharaj, present Acharya of Gopinath Gauriya Math. So there will be no here Harikatha Facebook, but I think I will share, because one devotee will be live from Vienna temple. I can share at least first day, and then you can get his profile, and then you can follow. There will be 2 times Harikatha in morning, 8:30 onwards, and or whenever Maharaj will come. 8:30 is like timing, and then in the evening 5:30 p.m. So we can hear Harikatha during Purushottam month, and also you can remember at least one verse of Brahma. It can be same or it can be different because of that Vrata. I don't know which topic Maharaj will speak. We'll see. But in this way, then after on Monday, there is just short some more points here Brahma is telling. Then on 15th, that is Monday, we can conclude this Purushottam Vrata by this last portion of this Brahma's prayers. Ram Krishna Vasudeva Jagannatha Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Jagannatha Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Gopinath Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Gopinath Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Shri Gauranga Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Shri Gauranga Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Nitananda Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Shri Gauranga Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Nitananda Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaura Hri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Nayananath Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. जय पतित पावन शिला गुरुदेव की जय. जय शिला परम गुरुदेव की जय. जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय. जय श्री पंचतत्व प्रभु की जय. जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय. जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय. जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम मास की जय. जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम व्रत की जय. जय व्रत पालनकारी भक्त वृंद की जय. जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय. जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल. थैंक यू ऑल. दंडवत प्रणाम. हरि बोल.